Hey there, it's Tim. I wanted to do a really quick video since it's 2017 now to talk about the last year that I had and my plans for the upcoming year. The snow is coming down in Portland and I've been very productive this morning with a bunch of laundry and dishes and doing some tidying up, so I'm feeling motivated and thought now would just be a good as time as any to chat with you for a few minutes and talk about my goals for 2017. So my videos on this channel have been pretty inconsistent. I post, for the $5 Goodwill challenges and if I do any hauls and stuff like that, but I've still kind of been trying to feel out what I want to do with this channel, if anything. I started back in 2015, and then the end of 2015 was it was just a very challenging time. I went through a career change and I used to coach a high school color guard team and I stopped doing that. I totaled my car, and so it was just a really rough time going into 2016. But 2016, while nationally there was certainly a lot of negative stuff that happened, I personally had an alright year. I was able to move into my apartment in May, and I live alone for the first time in 6 years. I've always had roommates, and it's just so freeing and awesome to have my own place. I got promoted at my new job, so actually January will be 1 year in my new role, and I really was thoughtful about purging and trimming down my belongings to make sure that I didn't have a lot of things that were just taking up clutter. Basically, when I moved into this apartment, it was important for me to find a home for everything, and if I couldn't find a home for it, I was going to get rid of it or, give it away or find a place to make it work. So there's still a few things here or there that I need to go through and purge a little bit, but overall, I'm pretty happy with where things are at. And going into 2017, I'm definitely ready to put some systems in place, and I have a couple of concrete goals. I think my main objective for 2016 was just to kind of get through the year in one piece. I turned 30 this last month, and that was kind of basically my entire life. I just planned to get to 30 and never really put much thought beyond that, and now that I've done that, I'm kind of excited to see where things go. So for 2017, I have a couple not really specific resolutions, but just some themes that I'm going to be mindful of. The first one is just budgeting. I am horrible with money, and the videos that I really love watching the most on YouTube are YouTubers like Budget Girl or the former Mrs. Jones, and a whole lot of others that are about thrifty living, but with these two specifically, it's about budgeting and being thoughtful with money and smart with money and saving, and it's been very inspirational to me and motivational, and so I really want to kind of take my channel in that direction and just kind of hold myself accountable, really. I don't expect that I'm going to be an inspiration to anybody, but I think that to make these videos and to kind of document my budget journey, it will be really just a motivational way to get me off my butt and to actually do something, and to be holding myself accountable with the videos, I think will be a good way to do that. So as far as budgets go, I want to develop a savings. I've never really had much of a savings. I've always kind of been a paycheck to paycheck person. If I have money, I want to spend it, and I'm not good at saving money. So I really want to work on saving. I'm going to dabble in sinking funds. I'm going to do the cash envelope system using a cash box that I got not too long ago. Of course, I spent money as an excuse to save money, but that's fine. And just really be more be more thoughtful with money. And that's just kind of, I'll talk more about that later, but that's one really big focus for 2017. The next one is I want to be less wasteful. And the two major things that I'm wasteful with are money, with, overdraft fees or paying for other types of fees, just needless fees. I mean, I am going to add up how much I spent on fees for 2016 and really just try to avoid that this year. And then it's also wasting food. I hate wasting food. I never cooked before I moved into my apartment in May, and I've been dabbling in the kitchen, and I want to get better in the kitchen. That's kind of another, goal for 2017. But now that I'm buying groceries and cooking for myself, and I live alone, so it can be kind of hard to cook alone because you have a lot of leftovers. And so I just don't want to waste food, and I want to be smart about how I use my leftovers. So really just not being wasteful is going to be a really big theme for 2017. I already recycle. I live in Portland. We're very recycle oriented. So I just want to kind of keep that lifestyle going. Not really minimalism at all, but I just want basically to have things that I use and to use the things that I have and not be wasteful. Let's see. Other goals, smaller ones. I want to read more in 2017. I'm in a book club at work, and a couple friends of mine also want to read more, and they're on their own plan as far as a book a month, and they have a list, and I think I'll probably tag along with those too. So I have a lot of reading for 2017, and I'm excited for that. And then the last one really is digital declutter. I have thousands of emails that is mostly spam and coupon emails and other things, but I have others too that I just want to go through and declutter digitally. I want to organize all my pictures that I have. I want to trim down the apps on my phone. I spend a lot of time just on my phone swiping, and I want to kind of not do that as much this year. I want to spend less time on my phone, and I want to organize what I do have digitally. So those are just some of my goals for 2017, and I will definitely use this channel to kind of document that. I also plan on doing a lot of videos about how I organize and how I've decorated on a budget. So basically those are the videos I like watching, and I want to contribute to that community. So that's my plan for 2017. I'm excited for you to get to know me a little bit better, and really just to kind of see how many of these goals I achieve for the year. We'll talk to you again next time.